All right, welcome back to the workshop. It's been a little while. Thanksgiving weekend still, the Sunday of. Had big plans with a few days off from work to come in and get the drivetrain out of this and get working because a little added motivation. I had a breakdown in the E320 Wagon last Tuesday, I think it was. An idler pulley came apart, like the actual plastic pulley came off of the bearing, which caused the belt to fall off. Luckily, the belt is still in the engine bay. Surprisingly, that car drives a long time without a functioning water pump. I made it about 2 miles to the office, and the temp gauge never got above about 110-ish on the scale. 120 being the hot point where you start to get the red warning light. I turned the heat on, and I guess the little electric auxiliary water pump must do enough coolant circulation to keep coolant moving around the engine when it's not under any real serious load. I was keeping speed down. I did take a couple of stops. I was on my way to the office, a couple of stops just to, first off, to see what happened. And then when it got up to the 110 point, I pulled off and turned the car off for a minute. And then once I kind of figured out what was going on, and then the electric pump was keeping the coolant flowing, just as I would come up to any stoplight, I'd turn the car off, let it coast to a stop, click it off to turn the engine off, then click it back on so the water pump would run. And it made it to the office no problem. I did end up having it towed back here. I don't think I would. I don't know. That would have been a big ask to drive it like 25 miles to get it back here. Plus, was thinking that at that point the battery would probably start going dead because there's one belt that runs everything on that car. So anyway, sure, I could do the simple fix, just put a new pulley on, but I also it's good motivation to really start getting things going and getting the swap done. The typical Thanksgiving family stuff took over most of the weekend, so here we are Sunday about noon. So the drivetrain is probably not going to come out like I planned, but I'm at least going to get drive shaft out, cool the radiator out, try to get everything else disconnected, and who knows, maybe it'll all go really smoothly and I'll make some good progress. It's chilly California, end of November. It's the 30th. It's foggy, 50, 52 degrees, which for us is cold. I mean, it's one of those damp colds. So I'm wearing 2 sweatshirts. And so we'll get cracking on this. I think our friend Mark is interested in selling the Rover. If anybody's looking for a Rover, it's a 2000 4-cylinder. It's a neat car. It's cheap. It would be fairly cheap. I've driven it around the parking lot, and that's about the extent of it. But when he bought it, he drove it from LA up to here, so it's a good driver. It's kind of cool looking, something different. Fires up, no problem. The car that's in the background, I figured I'd give it a plug. So let's get in here and get moving on things. We'll get a look in here and see what I got to do first. So I got to get this heat shield off. Many bolts to get actually just 1, 2, 3, 4 bolts to get the drive shaft off of the flex disc. I think long term I'm going to probably want this rear subframe for the wagon. I got to look and see if that's even possible, if it's a direct swap, because of it's got the bigger diff, bigger brakes. It'd be probably make most sense just to try to swap everything over together. Point in time like this where I wish I had a couple of 4-post lifts and I could drop the front and rear subframes out of the car and just have everything like that. And then up front here, same thing. 1, 2, 4 bolts to get the drive shaft out, and then we'll move from there. So first off, heat shield. All right, we got drive shaft and heat shields out. Drive shaft there. All went pretty straightforward. Problem with a 4-post lift is when you want to get those top bolts, you've got to spin the wheels to rotate the drive shaft. I guess luckily the Mercedes E55 does not have a limited slip, so I only had to jack up one wheel to get it to turn. And it also, compared to BMW, flex disc on both ends. BMW, I think, usually will have a constant velocity joint at the back. This one, they're not terrible, but while it's out, they'll be replaced. Trans amount I did when I first bought the car, so that should be fine. Now we'll get the linkage disconnected. Let's see if there's any electrical going to the transmission that's not going to come out with the harness. And I think the rear oxygen sensors, I can look at those if they come out through the chassis harness or from the car harness. And let's get coolant out, disconnect transmission lines. That might make a mess. and get the radiator out. All right, so drive shaft is out, radiator is out, AC condenser is out. I'm gonna get the power steering cooler out. I forgot to bring my wrench to get the fan off. I'm gonna get some other coolant hoses out of the way. Might move, I don't know, we'll see. Maybe move the ABS unit, maybe take it out, maybe move it over just to get it out of the way. Try to make some space. The trans-cooler lines would be nice if I could get those out so they're not damaged, just in case I need to reuse them. I don't know if the V6 car's lines will be exactly the same or not. But yeah, making some progress. Went a little quicker than I expected, so I'm going to keep going for a little bit today. Still doubt I'll get the engine's not going to come out today. It's I just don't have the time. It'd be nice to have some help also. So, but we'll push on for getting stuff cleared out of the space here. All right, so pretty good from the bottom end here. There is not much left to disconnect other than trans mount, engine mounts, of course. I am gonna use that rack because it was replaced not that long ago before I bought it. And I think it's a faster ratio. The steering always felt really pretty nice on this car. The wagon feels pretty sloppy. I got the bigger sway bar out already. The brakes will eventually go. I put shocks on this. I kept the AMG Bilsteins also. I'm not sure what are going to go on the wagon. Probably springs too. Harnesses are out. I'm going to have to maybe fish this harness out and use it with the wagon. I'm not sure if that's going to be the same harness. I think it's not. So a couple things to do on the top, which we'll do here in a minute. And then I think I'm ready to pull it. Forgot to bring my wrench to take the fan off, so that'll help come out. I think I'm ready to pull it. I should have some help next weekend, and we'll get the engine out. All right, so we made some progress today. Next week, engine and trans are ready to come out of this. Everything's disconnected, and then hopefully engine and trans will come out of this. We'll get this thing out, and we'll start freshening up that engine to go into this. Okay. All right, so we're back. Everything's disconnected, I think. We'll find that out soon. And we're ready to pull it out. I've got my lovely assistant behind the camera. Here we go. So let's see. Thanks to Neil of Contra Costa Auto for the loan of the engine stand or engine hoist. Good guy.
I hope he's got good insurance.
Just in case.
For his loan outs.
Yeah. Yeah, I think. I wonder if we can. Let's try to slide this further in because we'll get a little more leverage that way.
Okay. How much further?
It's probably about as far as it's going to go. We might have to shorten the chains too, because we'll see. Oh, wait a minute.
Oh,
there's a problem.
I've blown it.
There we go. That seems like it's in there.
That doesn't work.
No?
No, we'll be fine.
I'm worried we're going to have to. Oh, look at that! It moved. Let's. I got a jack holding the transmission. Let's see if we can take that out of the equation here. Oh, okay. It's out.
So you want the front to lift up first so you can get it out?
Yeah, that's the idea. Get a little angle.
Do we want to move cars? You're afraid that it was gonna...
I'm kind of thinking we're going to need more angle in this, and maybe we will want to use the load leveler.
Okay.
Because now that I'm looking at this, this isn't or we shorten this chain more.
Okay. Now, what's going to happen when you drop it back down and you don't have your transmission under there?
That.
Oh. Yeah.
Seems all right, although that's still
hot.
Yeah, loose enough. Okay, so let's see what happens.
Okay, this is way like we should let it down a little bit because there's a bunch of,
A lot of chain.
well, a lot of chain over here and not over there. So just loosen it a little bit.
Oh, I see what you're saying. It's not centered.
Okay. Now. Shit. Sorry.
Well, I thought you quit swearing.
Shoot. I meant shoot. Okay, go. Oh, it's gonna pop out again. Darn it.
Oh, you know what we need to do? We need to get that to lay lower in there.
Lay lower?
You know, like the first chain.
I got it.
Like,
No.
we do that maybe, and then that.
Yeah.
Because otherwise,
yeah, the
trans is going to start hitting the tunnel, or like that. It's going to hit the back of the firewall. Oh, gotta raise the lift a little bit more. Oh.
Now what?
I don't know. Wonder if something's maybe connected. So we're trying to lift the engine and trans together. Maybe that's not the right thing to do, but it would be nice.
I'm wondering if we should jack up the trans again.
Oh, angle?
Well, look at where it is.
Okay, yeah.
But I don't know. Can you get the jack under there?
Oh, I see what's happening. It's stuck on the cross member.
Cross member. Oh.
So we need to, yeah. So.
Here, I can go there.
I'll go to the other side, yeah. Maybe see if you can give that engine hoist like a jack, like one pump.
Where'd you put the bar?
I don't know.
Oh,
it's right there.
Oh, it's plugged into it. Yeah, great.
There we go. Yeah, that's not doing anything, so maybe it is.
What do we need to do?
Slide the tray forward. Like that.
Wait, does this pivot?
That's just loose. I mean, I loosened the bolts, but they're still in there.
Yeah.
You could take them out. I don't know if that'll make it any better or not.
Well, just for your ability to get the jack.
Well, I think let's slide this forward a little bit more. The thing. There.
Oh. Okay,
just kind of force it.
Yeah, fuck it. I mean, the heck with it.
Okay, now let's see what happens. I'm thinking, I'm just trying to think about when this goes back in. It may be better to do it. Oh, wait a minute. There is something connecting here.
When it goes back in, maybe better to do what?
Separate engine and trans.
I mean, unless you can just like angle it like
maybe
that.
Maybe get a better chain system and load levelers. And,
yeah. And just really like raise it up more so you can put it in and then pull it around.
How's that looking? Okay.
really good. So you just have to clear that front. Okay.
Get in there, but we're clear from down there. I want to reuse that. I want to put that steering rack in the wagon too because it's a better rack. So I don't want to totally destroy it. It's good to have someone along just in case this all goes wrong. Someone will find the body much sooner. Yeah. Look at that. Like,
okay.
We're gonna look at the timing on this. This is like a 6-minute engine removal here.
Yeah, this is the best ever.
Pretty impressed. I think we gotta go a little higher to clear. This is where the load leveler would be handy.
Oh.
Because we go and then pivot it. I'm gonna see if I can take that bracket off. Oh, you know what? Lower the car. Oh, not quite. We can't quite lower the car.
No. Problem.
Hold on. Like the train would be handy.
Oh, look, I figured out what's wrong with this. There's a leaf in here.
Aha. Oh, that was impressive.
Where'd those come from?
I don't know. We don't need them, though. Put them over here. This is where I'm saying on the car that I want to, that I care about.
Yeah. You don't want to break
Don't
all that
want to break
stuff.
everything like this. Okay, so we're at the limit of the hoist.
You want me to pull it up as you?
If you could.
Well, I don't know if I can. Let me try and get over there on the other side.
How about if I pull it and you pull? This is probably a dangerous spot to be in.
Tell me when. All right.
There we go. All right.
Out?
Yeah, we're out. We're free.
Turn it to the side for the camera.
Yeah.
Ta-da!
Let's lower it before it falls.
Yeah. Oh, okay. What? We were lowering it onto the ground?
Yeah, more or less. That's fine. Just for now.
Okay.
There we go. All right.
Now what?
I don't know. Pick up the things that fell off. So we're going to need these. Put them over here with the pile of parts. All right. Engine's out. It's on dollies. So we should be able to roll it around. The plan is to roll it to the back of the shop. So I've got valve cover gaskets and a bunch of wear items to replace on it before it goes in the other car. And then we're going to get this thing pushed outside so I can bring the wagon in. And then we'll start the whole rinse and repeat on the wagon. All right, let's get this thing over here. This should just roll. I don't think it's exactly rolling. That's about as far. All right, so the wagon is in. Next step is to basically do everything that we did to the other car more carefully, though, since this car is going to go back on the road. So get the fluids out, exhaust off, radiator out. Hopefully I can keep the AC compressor and everything connected to the car and just set aside so I don't have to worry about charging that. Get the engine trans out. I've got some work to do on that engine, and then we just try to put everything back together. I might need a couple of wiring harness bits from a junkyard because I'm doing 2 different year swaps. This is an 02, that's a 2000 engine. And then I also want to put the xenon headlights from the E55 on, steering rack while the engines are out. I'll swap those over. The brakes and everything will eventually come off that car. Maybe the whole subframe from the rear. I don't really know if that's a direct bolt on. I got to look into that. So lots ahead, but this will end this one with the other car disassembled and this car in here ready to start. So thank you.